Sharon here. Today I've got a Christmas card to share with you. Last weekend I went to the Great British Craft Festival and I picked up some really nice stamps and dies. So I thought I'd use some of them to make a Christmas card and video it. The stamp set I'm using is from Woodware and it's called Hand Drawn Greetings. It's a fantastic stamp set. You get 3 different greetings, all quite large, and they all, I think, look like chalkboard greetings, which is why I've gone for this look. So I've heat embossed one of the greetings onto some black card with white wow embossing powder. So I'm just popping some foam pads on the back, and as you can see I'm not going mad with the foam pads because I want to tuck all the other elements underneath this greeting. I don't want there to be loads of foam pads in the way, so I've used a heavy duty cardstock so that it won't sort of warp. I don't need loads of foam pads to sort of keep it flat, and then I can tuck all my elements behind without any problem. Now I've got 2 dies that I'm going to use for the elements that I'm going to tuck behind. I've got Berry Sprig and Pine Leaf, and these are both from Tonic Studios. They're really nice dies, quite a good size. And I've die cut these from a selection of both a sort of olive green and then a lighter green cardstock. Now, as you can see, I've die cut quite a lot of these. I won't need all of these for this card, but I thought while I was at the die cutting machine, I'd do a selection because I'll probably do multiples of this card, or if not, I'll mix and match these with some other things I've got to make some other ideas. So I've got one of the pine leaves and I'm just adding some PVA glue, and then I can tuck it underneath. I'll pop this one just in the top corner. And as you can see, I can tuck it in to a certain point, but then of course the foam pads are in the way. So with some of these elements like this, I'm just going to snip the bottom of the stalk so that it fits nicely. And then again, I'll use some PVA glue. And for these berries, I've used the darker card. I've picked out one of the more olive greens. I thought it would look nice against the slightly lighter leaf. I think it's nice to have 2 different greens. It just gives a bit of variation, and it will help the berry stems to kind of stand out from the leaves as well. So I'm just placing that and tucking it in. Now I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this because I'm just going to repeat this now until I've got enough leaves and berries to sort of give a good background. So I'll fast forward because I'm literally doing the same thing for the rest. And I'm just adding one more leaf to the bottom and trimming it. And needs to be a bit more. It's okay at the top for the leaves and the berries to overlap a bit, but obviously at the bottom, if I have anything sticking out, the card won't stand up properly. So I'm just being a bit more careful here, and I can just see that one of those tiny little pieces is just sticking a little bit. So I'm just going to trim that just to make sure it doesn't interfere with the card standing up properly. And then I think it needs one more berry just on the left there. So I'm just picking out one more of the berry stems. I'm just checking. And then I'll attach that with some PVA glue. So that's all my leaves and berries added. I can just have a quick tidy up and then I'm ready for the next step. I wanted to highlight the leaves on this design because I'd gone for sort of white on black. I felt it was a bit plain, and I thought a good way to just give it a pop of colour would be to add some green to the leaves. I did try using some coloured pencils to just colour in the leaves, but I found that with the black card it really didn't show that well. So I decided to grab some stickles because they always look good on dark cardstocks with the glitter. So I thought that would be a good way of making them green without with my pencils not really showing that well. So I'm just adding, you literally need just a tiny dot on each leaf because they're not very big, and it just highlights them really and makes them stand out against the greeting, which I think looks really nice. And then I've got some of the Tonic Nouveau crystals. This is gloss white, and the gloss colours of the crystals go on kind of opaque and really shiny. They look like enamel dots. So as you can see, these go on very like glossy accents actually. They go on quite easily and they keep their shape. So they will stay raised and they'll dry really shiny and sort of, they look like enamel dots really. They do some other versions of these Nouveau crystals. They do some that have got a glittery finish, and they've also got some that have got a more translucent finish, so they're definitely worth checking out. I'd recommend getting some, they're quite useful, and you do get quite a lot in the bottle. They're quite generous size. So I'm just finishing off the final couple, and then I'll set this aside to dry. It'll take a couple of hours because these crystals, obviously it's quite a thick coat. And then that's my card finished. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'll put all the details of the products I've used in the description box below on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe because I'm trying to do more and more videos, and obviously if you could give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.